The founder of ColourMeSocial. So it is about 10 different people that are in the community that are making change. So there's a dancer, there's a dancer here, there's a guy that does finance. He's actually really cool. Like, he goes into the schools and he teaches these young kids about stocks, so they invest in Nike and Starbucks, like all these different brands. So they're learning from a really, really young age about money and investing and those types of things. We, as the committee, people will nominate people that they know that are doing different things in their community, and from there the committee will sit down and review them. We'll look at their social media, we'll look at the different events that they do, or just like the organization as a whole, and then we'll decide as a team, basically. And we definitely look at is like smaller organizations. We want to make sure that we are like really shining light on people that are just like on the grind day to day. They're not getting a whole lot of attention. This year we got a lot of big organizations got nominated, and while we love them and support them, this is really about, like I said, shining light on people who sometimes, some people it's like one or two people, it's like them and a partner, like out here teaching kids, helping the community, that type of thing. So we really want to take this opportunity to give some people attention that don't always get the attention. We think that's important.
That is important.
For coming, we appreciate you all.
Thank you.
So originally it began as a reason to get dressed up, as we all are, right? It's a black tie event. That's literally where it started. Obviously it quickly grew into something bigger than that. You know, you have to do things with more purpose. So that's how it kind of moved into more of the philanthropy arena with the events. Every event we donate to a designated charity or organization for each event that we have. Obviously it's a members only club, so there are some different components that go into becoming a member, and some different perks that you receive as far as personal and professional development. They are an organization who they help homeless students, 15 through 24, I believe, with housing and violence prevention and different enrichment tools. I can't speak too much on them because I don't know their entire spiel, but they're a very meaningful organization that have been giving back to the residents of Chicago for a very long time. We picked them because our focus was on violence prevention. This year we hope to kind of tackle a little bit of the Chicago violence, and with all of the applicants, because the charity recipients, they actually apply to be the charity recipient, they met that need from the forefront rather than on the back end. So their violence prevention at the head, allowing job opportunities, housing and things like that, so that folks can feel like they have something and they have a place to be. We're hoping to become a staple in Chicago. That's what we want it to be.
And ColourMeSocial.com.
Yes, www.color.mesocial.com, as well as on social media at ColourMeSocial.
I'm Letitia Hallberg, and I'm with the YWCA Metropolitan Chicago. I'm representing the Social Innovators Change for Education. I work for the YWCA again, and I am over 2 youth programs, Tech Girls and 3D Youth, and I also run the Innovation and Technology Institute for Adults. The reason why I'm being honored is for my dedication to the community for educational services. My youth programs involve STEM or STEAM education. We look to enhance our youth participants' life, to encourage them to go into STEM fields, and to be the best that they are through motivation, self-esteem, and encouragement. We seek to boost their confidence in all the areas of STEAM and STEAM education. With my adults in the community, we know that they're looking for jobs, and so we do anything from basic computer skills all the way up to coding, CSS, HTML, and any other fun and exciting technical skills they look to. We also are a meetup for the community, so we meet with all different types of groups to enhance their computer and technological skills. The YWCA encompasses the metropolitan Chicago area as well as the suburbs. So we're in the south suburbs and the west suburbs. They can go to www.ywcachicago.org, or you can always send me an email. I'm happy to assist.
I run an organization called My Block, My Hood, My City. We take teenagers from under-resourced communities on citywide explorations, exposing them to more Chicago than a block of their neighborhood. So,
okay. So when did you get started?
I'm a volunteer, so volunteering at Cook County Jail about 4 years ago, a lot of teenagers told me they'd never been downtown, they'd never seen a lake. Their whole worldview was shaped by the infrastructure of their neighborhood. So I started a program to do something about that. So you ask a teenager, what do you want to be? They say, I want to be a rapper, I want to be a basketball player. If I take that same teenager to Gatorade and they talk to them about consumer engagement, they never knew that job field existed prior to that expiration. So what I do is I expose them to different cultures, different professions, and different cuisines, and try to get them to, I just plant seeds so they can sprout into whatever we want to be. Awesome. I go rate schools by the school quality rating report. I work with level 3 schools, so we work with 75 students in level 3 schools around the city. And level 3 means having lower than 80% attendance in school, maybe a high in-school suspension rate. So we try to see through our program if the power of travel boosts their educational attainment metrics. Like, does it increase their graduation rate? Does it boost their educational attainment rate? Do they feel more connected to the city? Noah, our first explorer, got accepted to Robert Marshall, and then he also got accepted to Prairie View, but he chose to go to Prairie View in Houston because of he wasn't afraid to step outside of his comfort zone because of our program. So, page My Block, My Hood, My City on Facebook. You can find our website, which is mbmhmc.com. But everybody's on Facebook, so go right to Facebook, hashtag My Block, My Hood, My City. You'll see us. We always post. And April 23rd is our next volunteer event. We're going to be going to Garfield Park.
Garfield Park?
Yeah, we're going to be planting some trees, spreading some seeds.
Garfield Park is by where they have the African No,
that's Washington Park.
Yeah, it's Washington Park.
Garfield Park is on the west side.
Yeah, west side of Chicago. Yeah, for Earth Day, we're going to be planting some seeds and spreading some mulch and planting some trees around there.
So the information for the volunteering is on Facebook?
Yeah, you'll see it at Facebook. It'll be on our website, but Facebook is the most usable site in the world. Yes.
How often do you do events?
Every quarter. Yeah, we do every quarter. We have our couple volunteer events a year where we are doing service-related projects like cleaning up parks in North Lawndale. Like Douglas Park has a lot of drug needles. We pick them up for the kids so they can play. This time.
Hi, I'm Reese Davis. I'm CEO and founder of Praise Productions. We are an arts-based organization out of the city of Chicago. We service youth and young adults, teaching them arts education and positive programming, building up our communities. We service as young as 3 all the way up through adulthood, boys and girls. We're based out of the south side of Chicago, 70th and King Drive. However, we service satellite programs throughout the Chicagoland area. You can visit us at www.praizeproductions.com. We just had a nearly sold out show at the Harris Theater downtown. We have an upcoming production March 25th at Columbia Dance Center, which is already sold out, and then our youth organization is having a production at the Beverly Arts Center at May 6th.
I was blessed to be honored today. A couple young ladies, from what I understand, of one of my fitness groups actually, recommended me or offered my name as far as being honored tonight for innovation. It's my mom, Martha Mooney, beautiful. And this is my other mom, Miss Henderson, Miss Ovella Henderson, the west side of Chicago, the Austin area. Very popular neighborhood right now. I would say more transparency, if I can offer, maybe my testimony and what I do, and more hope. If there's a possible way that people can look at me as a beacon of hope, of what can be made possible, what's possible, then I would like to be that for the city, and especially for my community. I come from a West Side school, I'm a product of a West Side school, and through great parents and through examples in the community, I was able to, I guess you could say, be a little normal, but be perseverant to make a difference. Thank you. God bless you.
Continue doing the work that we're doing. Expand to more neighborhoods. We want to expand to more schools in Chicago. Right now we're in 3 schools. We want to expand to 5 schools by September. We also would like to start working with sister cities like Detroit, Milwaukee, and St. Louis. There's a block in the hood everywhere.
Of course, I'm going to continue to work with other nonprofits and schools to turn their youth into shareholders.
The request that I made from God a long time ago when I said the prayer, God, grant me time. I told him the deal was, it was like a deal at the crossroad. I'll do whatever you say do, I'll say whatever you tell me to say, and I'll go wherever you say go. That's what I see for the future. Wherever God sends me, I'm going to make sure that this right here impacts a lot of lives.
Many people confuse us with other organizations.
With the YWCA, we are definitely on the forefront for women's issues, and we are a leader in women's services. Although I'm being nominated, it's inspiring to see what other people are doing too, and connect with those individuals, and just have a time, you know, within the not-for-profit world and what I do. We're givers, so to have a night where you're even acknowledged and appreciated, because we don't do this for thank yous, they're far and in between, but having a day where someone's saying you're doing a good job, you're doing something that matters, although you know it, to actually hear that is very humbling and needed for us to continue our road, because it's a journey. And it's not always an easy journey. So to have people actually appreciate what you do is awesome. I have an inkling of who nominated me. Yes, one of my staff members, Gregory Vine.
The GALA is a game changer because it's a time in which we acknowledge each other, especially as Blacks.
I love collaboration, I love partnership, and I find it inspiring to see others out there doing great work as well.